They got me scared to even order food. It just keeps happening too often. Like, what are they even doing? Observing what I'm ordering. In my expected area of privacy. For me, should I be how can I expect something I never had? Wow. That's for everybody else. That's for normal people, not for people who are being gangster. Nobody just pops up and nobody's seen them before, and then everybody votes for them to be president of the United States. That does not happen. No, it does not. That's why I said nobody even voted for it. But I know that the people's votes don't count. And it's all just for show. It's just all for show. For show. Faux show. Dude, what are you staring at, man? You're creeping me out, man. What are you staring at, man? You're just staring. What's over there, man? Come on, man. You're creeping me out, man. Shit is so boring, man. This shit is so boring. No seasoning. Oh, holy shit. Ooh, that shit is spicy, man. Yeah. That shit is hot, man. Whew. Damn, son. Whew. It takes a second. Whew. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yo. Yep. It's definitely hot. Oh, I should have put another in there. I didn't know. Damn. Oh, yeah. You can just hear them. Well, if I can hear them inspiring and what they're saying, don't you think God can? Well, that's what common sense would say. Well, yeah, that's what common sense would say. If God is giving me the ability to hear exactly what people are saying, when they say it, when they're talking about me, every time, what makes them think that God can't hear and see what they're doing? Victor, listen, man. They are too self-occupied with inflating their own godlike selves as they see themselves. They don't have time to think of any other God. Not even the one and only God, creator of the whole universe. And that's just the way it is and always will be with them. Even though they are definitely not gods. You try telling them that. There's too much meat in it, man. Meat tastes like fake or something. It's like cardboard meat. It's not real. Why would a person want to trade real things in life for fake? Why would you want to sell your own life just to be fake? Like, why would you even want to do that to yourself? It doesn't even sound like fun, right? I mean, nothing fake is fun. And if it is fun, not for very long, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying. Not for very long. Well, some people have a blast at being fake. It's all they ever want. It's all they ever want to do. Matter of fact, that is exactly all they ever do. Like me, that's the last thing I ever wanted. Them, that's all they ever want to do. So it's a big difference, right? And me and them. So why are they comparing themselves to me? We're not on the same page. We're not even on the same atmosphere. We're not even on the same level or type. No? But why would you compare yourself to somebody who's not even nothing like you? It's like the moon trying to compare itself to the sun. It would never do that. Why would it do that? It respectfully goes down when it goes up, and then that one respectfully goes down when the other one comes up. And that's it. Rotate out. They rotate out. Sometimes we see the sun and the moon together in the sky at the same time. You know, they saying, what's up, man? What's up, man? How you doing, man? But, but then they respectfully go, give each other their space. I mean, yeah, it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. And the moon don't even have a brain. And the sun doesn't even have a brain. Man, I'll tell you what. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Well, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Now, I do believe the trees have faces. And I do believe that they have seen quite a lot of what they've been doing all over the place. And that's just my personal opinion. I think the trees hide. Or because they're scared. I think they hide their faces when Michael goes outside, especially because they are scared. Could you imagine what they have seen Michael do in the woods alone over the year? Let's just say for imaginary, the trees did have faces. And they were able to walk and everything. and we just didn't know it because they're hiding because they're scared. Let's just say for a second, what would they have seen out in them woods with Michael Foot? All these years. What possible, if they could bear witness to what they have seen, what would they say? I'm not saying this is a fact. I'm just saying, what if? Right? What if animals, wild animals, were smarter than we ever thought they were, and they were following Michael around, watching all the bad things he's been doing, and then going and reporting it back to like the angels and God and stuff? Like, we don't know, because we know that God used a bird to keep communication with Noah when he was in the ark. Where they sent messages back and forth with a bird. And the birds outside awfully chirp a lot whenever I'm being successful back here. Am I the only one that noticed? Makes me feel like fucking Cinderella, but at the same time, makes me know that God cares a lot about me. But I'm just saying that's the birds are outside of my window. They can't technically see inside of here, so how come they always start chirping like that whenever I'm being successful back here? No matter what time of day it is. That to me is crazy shit. Just like the dogs start barking. And trust me, I know what the dogs are barking. I know what the dogs are, man. Those are the liars that are outside, the liars, the prostitutes, all those ones that enjoy just being pieces of shit and feeling like they can get away with it. Yeah, all of those. But it's a spiritual thing, that's why. It's a spiritual thing, and that's why. But I mean, the bird that went to go see Noah in the ark, how did that bird know what was going on? How was that bird so alert to what was going on all over the place, bro? In the ark, outside the ark, where the dry land was, what God wanted them to tell them. I mean, and it was just one little bird, dude. How is that possible? Maybe animals are smarter than we thought they were. We don't know because we don't speak their language, so we wouldn't know. But even if they spoke our language, Michael would still have no sympathy for them. But God tells us it's okay to eat animals, to eat meat in the Bible, as long as it's well done cooked, right? But maybe there's animals that were like destined to be eaten that are just like, they just move with instincts. They don't really have a soul or a brain. but maybe there are some that do, right? Maybe so. Right? Maybe God chose, put did something extra to some of them, just to help him and his angels do stuff like monitor you to see what you're doing. And because you're always doing something. Always doing something. We don't know. What if angels could take forms of animals? Like without doing witchcraft, just to spy on you, just to see what you're doing. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Because we know God himself can take the form of anything he wants to take the form of. Any place, at any instant that he wants. Now that's crazy. That's crazy. Without silicone or any of that. Or he doesn't need witchcraft, obviously. He's God. And he doesn't just delusionally think that he's like doing that. He's actually really taking the form of whatever he wants to take the form of. When you think of the creator of the universe, right? Somebody who creates something, right? Well, most people, right, that create something are pretty proud of their creations, right? And would be very aware if there was anything that was tampering with any part of their creation, right? Right, being the creator, you can see everything, right? So, that's odd, huh? Wow. So you being a creator, right? You create fake shit all the time, right? What would you do, right? If you know. We know what you're doing, right? You've been poisoning, murder attempts, slower, gang stalking, torment, and harassment, non-stop, for years, decades. So, what do you think the creator of the universe and this planet and the creator of Victor E Infinity, what do you think might possibly happen when somebody's messing with his creation? I mean, we could guess all night, couldn't we? We're just gonna have to find out. My bad. Look, I didn't mean to stress you out, man. I was just trying to get you to actually exercise your brain and used it once before you went to your next duty station. But hey, you do you, man. I'm gonna do me. Whether you're watching me or not, I'm gonna still do the same thing. I was already giving you. I'm glad we had this talk. It's a good talk. I wish I had somebody when I was your age to tell me these things. And this dude had enough money, he could have had a maid, a butler, he could have had dinner cooked for him every night. He's stupid. And he's not going to realize how stupid he is until he's dead, burning in hell, or when he's dying. Or when he's dying. And actually, no, he couldn't. He'd be too paranoid about them finding out about him. You know, he don't even want to be in Walmart for too long. And he definitely don't want to ask nobody any questions. Meaning if he don't have somebody with him to go ask somebody to help him find something, he probably would send this to leave the store and just go back some other time.
or go look somewhere else, or just wait till he had somebody with him so they could go ask for him. Probably. Yeah, because as soon as you pull up in Walmart's parking lot, you're already on camera. Every detail of your car, everything was. As soon as you, matter of fact, probably from the road, from the highway, where they can pick up. I mean, Walmart is one of the most surveillance places in the world, bro. Probably besides like Disney. They found so many criminals using Walmart cameras just in their parking lots. Well, other people who knew that certain criminals were there at a certain time would go and get the tapes and have them replayed, and they would find license plates number, locations, or where they, all kinds of shit, bro. At Walmart, man. For some reason, people think it's a safe place to go meet up and do horrible things like stalk somebody or something, you know. I mean, something about, you know, they're supposed to stay away from the woman and the kid or something. You know? The woman's like, yeah, he was harassing me, and they just go to the cameras. They review the tape. Oh yeah, and you had a restraining order on him. Yeah, go lock him up. Now, if you was to say Robert Fisher has been out in the handicapped parking lot parking every day here, I don't think they're going to do anything. Because they're going to say, well, that doesn't look like Robert Fisher to me. Well, we'll go check it out. And, you know, said we checked it out, and he had a license, and it said he was Michael Dale Foote. So we don't know what to tell you, sir. It's exactly what happened. Well, for one, the Lafayette Sheriff's Department is a bunch of criminals. Well, not just one of them was under investigation for tax fraud and the disappearance of children in a boarding school, but the entire Lafayette Police Department has been under investigation for tax fraud and the disappearance of some girls at a boarding school not far from here. As to one cop retired while under investigation. While that doesn't look suspicious, does it? Let's not even wait till the investigation's over. Let's retire while the investigation is just getting started. That's a good idea. Yeah, what do y'all think? Yeah, I think that's a great idea. They can't do nothing to you when you retire. Yeah, I'm wonderful. Well, yeah, hey. Wow. You're so smart. Right? Guilty. That is a dead giveaway that you're guilty. You would think a cop would know that. An investigator would know that. Right? Right, wouldn't you? Well, you would think. Yeah. Yeah, you would think so.